All right, another quick one. This is just one I gotta make, and it's been on the list for a while, and I just gotta get it out because I do have some questions about this still. So, okay, my final thoughts and assessment on the Naltrexone experiment. Okay, and I guess I'll get into the experiment. So, okay, Naltrexone is a drug that it's similar to naloxone, but it's taken in the oral form, and it sits on your opioid receptors. It can put you in a withdrawal. It can, okay, we get what it's. I like to just say it's like the opposite of an opiate. Okay. Anyway, so a lot of times when people get off an opiate, doctors will prescribe the naltrexone because it keeps you honest. If you're taking that all the time, you're taking it every day like you're supposed to. It helps with cravings, helps with impulsive behavior. But honestly, when that's in your system, if you use, it's not going to work. Okay, it doesn't work like that. You're going to have to get off the naltrexone and then go on your little, spree of using again. So that's just kind of okay. So anyway, well, so I started taking naltrexone, okay, and I started doing the LDN, the low dose naltrexone, okay. Now low dose, when you get the low dose, when you're talking low dose, when you're talking low dose, you're talking about milligrams in like a half of a milligram, or maybe up to 3 milligrams. I think that's kind of the technical usually. You can probably get up to 7s and 10s even. I mean, because the smallest naltrexone pill that they make is a 50 milligram pill. So when you're on the low dose naltrexone, like I had to go to a physician's pharmacy. They got to make them up and put them in the capsules and stuff. Okay. So anyway, so the experiment that I was doing, and my doctor, this was my doctor too, so I was doing the low dose naltrexone. I started taking the low dose naltrexone for post acute withdrawals, getting off my Suboxone. Okay, maybe I don't even remember, dude. Maybe around 6 months or something. I think it was like a little after 6 months is when I was doing it, and I really noticed it helped a lot at the low dose. I think I took like a 1.5. I did like a 1.5 milligrams or something. And then I went to 3, and I kind of kept progressing and 12.5, 25, 50 milligrams. So the thought was this, because I would take it at night, a low dose, and the next day, it was almost, I'd feel better, and it was almost like something was on my receptors, and it was kind of lifting. It didn't feel like I wasn't getting high. It wasn't like taking a pill at all, but it just felt like when you get nervous before a basketball game or something you're going to play or whatever, and your endorphins kind of go like that. Just the natural. That's just the best way I can explain it. But so I would, I would feel the benefits of it. So the thought was, well, it's just like this: you take gobs of opiates, okay. And then you stop taking them. Well, what happens? You go into withdrawal. So the thought was, I'll keep taking more and more naltrexone and do the same thing. And then I'll just stop. I'll do it for 6 months or whatever, stop taking them. And then maybe I'll just, things are connecting up there and I feel better and off I go into sobriety. Well, as I kept upping the naltrexone to 50 milligrams, to 75, to 100, to I think I went up to like 200 milligrams, really was just going all out. And that's the thing too, when I take those higher doses, I wouldn't sleep, I'd sleep even worse, and kind of, so you kind of feel that stuff. Well, then it, for a while, and then it kind of levels off. So then I'd level off at higher doses, but I was not feeling the freaking benefits, dude. I was not feeling, as I went up and up and up, I was not feeling the benefits of, like I was at the lower doses. Okay. But I was dedicated to it. I kept at it because I wanted to know the science behind it. I really wanted to know if it really worked, because there was stuff that made sense in my mind, it made sense in my doctor's mind, but it wasn't it wasn't done, it wasn't, and so my conclusion is, once I got up to the higher doses, it just wasn't working as much. It kept me honest and stuff, but I can't say it helped. I cannot say it helped. However, The low dose. If I could do it all again, if I say well, I don't even want to say this, but say I'm trying to get clean like 5 years from now because I relapse or something. I shouldn't even talk like that because it's not going to happen. Not with opiates, that's for dang sure. But I would do the low dose naltrexone again. That's what I would do, and because it helped me the most. And I've talked to other people, just a couple other people that have done it, and I don't know. This one guy might still be taking it, and I'm talking. These guys have been clean for a year plus. Okay, now they've stuck with the low dose naltrexone, and they swear by it. Okay. That it's really helping, and it helped me at the low dose. I kept up in the ante because I was doing another thing, a different vision, a different test or something. But that would be that's just my honest. That's just I know it's not a lot of information. It's just I just did it. I messed around with it, and that's what it was for me. So I think it's just it's effective at the low dose, dude. They prescribe it for Lyme disease, weight loss stuff, even for pain. And the thought is, this is kind of a trip. So stuff I've read, and then stuff I've heard from my doctor and other, is they don't really understand exactly why the low dose naltrexone can help with pain, and it can help with certain things. Well, maybe I don't know. I shouldn't get into Lyme disease because I don't know. I haven't read up on that a lot. Anyway, or at all. But the thought is, this is the thought. The thought is because at a low dose, that because it goes to block your opioid receptors, okay? But it doesn't go on hard. It kind of basically it goes and it messes with it, and it kind of stimulates it or gets it kind of. And again, it's not great specific information, but they don't really know. They don't really know, and that's basically what I've read. That's their thought. It makes sense to me, too. So that would be my thought. It must, and it doesn't. Here's the thing: at the low dose too, it's not like it pumps in like a pill at all. You're so deprived. After you get out of the acute and you get into the pause, everything becomes flat and gray. You can't get pleasure, and so this does just it did, man. It helped my cravings. And I will say, actually, I think it helped my cravings overall, even at the higher doses. Actually, I should have said that. But anyway, hopefully this didn't suck. I don't know. It's too long, too. But anyway, that's my assessment of naltrexone. The low dose helps, okay? B for victory. God bless and salute.